A number 4. What? Can I get a Diet Coke? No sauce. And then can I get a...
Look what I can do.
I hate America! I hate it here. I hate everything about this country. And before any of you Oakley wearing rednecks come at me and be like, then leave. I can't. It's expensive. There's rules. Just like there's rules to get into our country. There's rules to get into others.
Dear Elon Musk, if you purchase this app, we will burn it to the mother ground. We will all delete our accounts immediately. Immediately. We do not want you owning this. This is ours.
If Joe Biden wants to go out like a god hero, he just needs to do one thing. We all see Donald Trump trying to pull the marionette strings so that he can look like a hero on the TikTok ban, which is why it would be so funny if Joe Biden, Ed Markey, the Democratic members of the House, the Democratic members of the Senate, we have the votes. If they swooped in and stole his victory on January 19th, the day that the ban is supposed to go into effect and the last day of Joe Biden's presidency. Trump has already publicly stated he doesn't want the ban to take effect, and this wouldn't be changing anything. It would just be saying, never mind. So there would be no way for Trump to get away with flip-flopping on it without looking like an absolute clown. More importantly, the only way that he could undo it or do anything about it is if he rebanned TikTok so that he could save it again, because TikTok isn't banned in the United States right now. And based on his general temperament and posture, I don't think Donald Trump could stand having the rug pulled out from under him like that.
The only thing all 535 members of Congress can agree on is to ban TikTok. That's it. That's the only thing. I heard him talking about raising the minimum wage. Can't agree on that. But when it comes to banning TikTok, line up, buddies. The only thing this gaggle of 535 of the richest, most powerful, welfare queens being paid on a government dime can agree on is that I can't watch TikTok.
Is anybody else freaking out that TikTok's gonna get banned? Because I am. I just hit 10K. I have worked my booty off to get that. And I'm still trying to build on here so I can monetize. And now it's just, it could just be poof. It could be gone. Like, what in the world? Come on, Congress. Don't do this to us.
Can't be the only content creator who's literally petrified of losing their TikTok account. Like, this is my job now. Like, I make a living off it, and it's scary to have it taken away like that, and you just can't get it back. Yes, I'm trying to grow my other platforms so other people can follow me, so follow me on everything that's Mama 5. Because you can't, like, fight for your account back. Like, once it's gone, it's, like, gone. I'm scared.
Crying on this app all night because it feels like we're losing, like, a community. It feels like we're losing friends. We're losing, like, a platform where we learned so much about things we didn't know about, opportunities, places to eat, movies to watch, books to read. It's like, it's inspiring seeing people talk about how the fish are gonna move somewhere else afterwards and how the community is not gonna go away, but it just feels like losing a family member in an app. I know I might be being dramatic, and I know I'm not somebody that got some crazy following on this app, but TikTok made a difference for me. And this sucks.
There are times that TikTok has paid for my rent. I have so much anxiety about this whole TikTok thing that I've been trying not to focus on, but it's like eating me alive. Like, yes, I have a 9 to 5, and yes, I was making money off of TikTok for additional income because I need that as a woman supporting herself in America, New York City. And I already am like an anxious person. I already suffer from that. But just imagine source of income for you is like up in the air. You don't know. And I've been a victim of getting laid off, especially during the pandemic. Like it has happened. And with TikTok, isn't a thing anymore. That's not even getting laid off. That's just people being like, okay, you're just not going to be able to do this job anymore. Like, this is crazy. All those people that's like, oh, now the influencers got to get real jobs. I have a real job. And if that's not paying enough, you know who else is going to be in the job market competing with you? The job market that already sucks. All the people that was making money on TikTok. If you can't make money on TikTok, you're going to have even more competition for your job.
They were able to ban this app before they were able to do anything about Flint, Michigan. They were able to agree on banning this app before giving aid to Puerto Rico. Forget the medical industry or the fact that they haven't done anything to solve school shootings.
40,000 Americans die every single year because they can't afford fucking health insurance, but our government's worried about an app.
Where is our rage? Where is the anger that should come with this moment?
Help, please! Children are dying! Help! How do we stop this?
Okay, gosh, look here. We just signed this. This should help everything. Take it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We needed a real change. Thank you. Oh my gosh,
I've already decided if they ban TikTok, I'm opening up a Chinese bank account. Yeah, you don't want them to have my information, I'm gonna fund their fucking country, you stupid whack ass bitch. Because my thing is this, most of the shit that we buy already comes from China anyways, let's just cut out the middleman.
This app has enabled me to raise over $90,000 for various charities and people in my time here.
Fuck you, U.S. government.
How fucking funny would it be if they ban TikTok and then we all move to the actual Chinese version of TikTok?
Putting money anywhere useful, an inordinate amount of our money goes towards funding G-sides around the world. People can't afford groceries or rent or healthcare or anything important. And instead of doing anything that's actually productive, the government decided to chop people's income, their source of revenue, their small businesses, their community building, their entertainment, right at the neck. And our mentality is more or less that we'll just kind of keep on trucking because we've always trucked on and we'll just find somewhere else to go, or maybe we won't, we'll make the most of this moment. And like, that's all good and dandy and everything, but where's the rage about that? Don't get me wrong, like I will be making my goodbye videos, I'll be figuring out what other platforms I'm moving to, like I'll be doing all of the things as well. But at the same time, I just wonder, like, when are we going to realize we don't have to live this way, you know?
I'm not a lawmaker. I'm not a politician. I didn't even graduate college. I'm just a musician who's trying to do my part, trying to write songs that actually fucking matter, and at the very least, make people feel less alone. Because I don't know what it looks like to you, but to me, it's looking pretty fucking ugly out here.
I don't want to hear anything ever again from a politician about the economy, about small business or helping working class people. Because the amount of jobs and the amount of income that's being taken away from people that use this app every day, all to ensure that these fucking boomers, some of which are being found in elderly homes, get their cut before you get yours, using a xenophobic notion of national security to try and convince you that your data is in safer hands with Musk or Zuckerberg or whoever the fuck.
This app called Red Note. It is the Chinese version of TikTok that you can download in the App Store. And because this legislation is just targeting ByteDance, I'm pretty sure after January 19th, Red Note will still be available in the App Store. How fucking funny would it be if they ban TikTok and then we all move to the actual Chinese version of TikTok? Like, would that not be the biggest fuck you to the government ever of like, oh, you're going to take TikTok away because you're worried about Chinese security threats? Just to show you how little we give a fuck, we are going to move to the actual Chinese version of this app. I don't think it solves the monetization concern for TikTok creators, but as an act of protest, holy shit, would this be so fucking funny.
When
You guys, I'm not okay. I am okay, but I'm not okay. I'm crashing out. My precious TikTok.
You know, it's funny. I'd say this is the worst thing that boomers have done to the younger generation.
I have no idea how I'm gonna survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. So for everyone who's saying, go get a job, I am literally working. I have no more time. I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. And I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. I have been posting on this app almost every day for 5 years, guys. I've been posting on this app 3 to 5 times every day for the last 6 months. I've made $175 on here. In 7 days on TikTok, I have made $871. There is no job that's gonna even come close to that. My tuition is $7,000 a semester, and my rent is $800 every month. So no amount of working is gonna get that pay, and I do not want to be in debt my entire life. I literally don't know what to do. My next step has always been to go to the polls, so when y'all see me dancing, do not say a damn thing. The people who voted to take this app away are the people who used this app to campaign. All of their campaign posts, they posted on here. Make it make sense.
I gotta keep it real. I am crashing the fuck out right now. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. I've already opened and closed the app probably 6 times already just to keep getting the same stupid warning message. Oh my God. Like, this just feel, this is so dystopian. First of all, I feel pathetic that I am freaking out like this over an application being unavailable on my phone. But also, like, this has been a massive part of our life for the last 6 years. And normally when something happens, I would get on TikTok and start complaining, and I can't even do that. I feel like disconnected. I feel cut off from the world and my community. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. God, and I can't, like, now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America great again, I guess. God.
Please save me, Donald Trump. Please. I'm asking you. Please save me.
If TikTok being banned does not radicalize you as an American citizen, you are intentionally missing the point, because it's not about TikTok. It's the fact that Republicans and Democrats across all legislative branches can expeditiously and unanimously pull together like never before, and probably never again, to streamline legislation banning a social media app while completely ignoring everything important to us. They can't pull together to make sure my kids don't get shot while they go to school, to fix the economy, to mandate livable wages, to kick hedge funds out of single-family homes so I can afford my mortgage again. They're doing fuck all about homeowners insurance, stealing billions of dollars from Americans, and then leaving them for dead while their homes wash away in a flood or burn to the fucking ground in a fire. They, like every other country, can't pull together to outlaw the poisonous substances that are put into our food, creating an epidemic of obese, diabetic, cancerous Americans who need to lean on a healthcare system they do all the mandate in way of quality of service or cost. They won't give us free health care. They won't invest in infrastructure or education, but all of their efforts collectively go to banning a social media app. California is on fire. North Carolina and Tennessee washed away. New Jersey has geoplasmic orbs over it. Our kids get shot in school, and our economy is on the brink of fucking collapse. But their top priority is banning social media. That's where the effort goes.
Liberals, get your popcorn out. I'm about to shit on a Republican. This is Representative Michael McCall. And you may not know him, but if you're on this app, you should. Because he wrote the bill to ban TikTok. But he's also done some other really interesting shit recently. So here's Mike's recent questionable activity. On March 3rd, he authored the TikTok ban bill. Then on March 22nd, he invested $150,000 in Meta. On the 26th, he invested another $150,000. And on the 28th, he invested another $150,000. So about 3 weeks after writing the TikTok ban bill, this man invested $450,000 in TikTok's competitor. Oh, and then what did he do once he saw his TikTok ban was going to be included with all the Ukraine funding? Well, on April 1st, he invested $350,000 more in Meta, followed by the 5th, where he invested that again. And then about a week later, of course, he voted yes on the bill he wrote. So within the span of 40 days, this dude wrote the TikTok ban bill, proceeded to invest $450,000 in the competitor, and then invested another $700,000, taking his total investment in Meta to $1.15 million. And then he voted yes. Now, obviously, the word most people are using here is suspicious, but the word we should be using is criminal. This man wrote the fucking bill to ban TikTok, proceeded to invest more than $1 million in its competitor, whose stock will skyrocket if TikTok actually gets banned, and then voted on the bill to ban it. Are you paying attention yet?
You don't find that suspicious?
Every other country knows it's about suppressing the free speech of its citizens. If the government believes that a single app could, quote from the hearing on the 10th, skew the perspective of American citizens to be anti-American, maybe the real problem is that American citizens are already in such a state of political unrest and unhappiness that our government is scared a single foreign influence could tip the scale and have it all be over. Don't you think that by taking away the, and I quote, key communications channel of Americans, it's gonna make those 170 million Americans a little more anti-American? Maybe Congress knows and understands that. Maybe the government knows that the backlash it will receive from banning TikTok does not outweigh the threats that come with its existence. Not in a matter of national security, but in a matter of being the most popular news and media outlet that the government cannot control. Maybe, if this was actually a national security concern, the government would be banning all Chinese-developed apps, like Shein and Temu, that collect the exact same amount of data as TikTok. Because maybe it knows TikTok is something special. You can't politically organize on Temu.
Every right that the government has ever taken away from citizens was removed under the pretense of national security. My father's favorite philosopher, Albert Camus, wrote that the welfare of the people is always the alibi of tyrants. And it provides further advantage of giving the servants of tyranny a clear conscience. Remember that when Congress gives Joe Biden the power to remove an app from your cell phone. Ironically, Joe Biden himself just joined TikTok. People love TikTok. It's the digital public square. If there are security concerns in the tech backend, let's address them there. But let's never reduce Americans' ability to freely exchange ideas. TikTok has become an avenue for young Americans to grow businesses, to express themselves, and to join the political discourse. In fact, my campaign found one of its key staffers on the TikTok platform. President Biden enjoys censoring and silencing those who dare question him. I know that because I just won a lawsuit in the Court of Appeals on that issue against him. So it's no surprise that he supports banning TikTok. The First Amendment should not be disregarded for any reason. We should be encouraging more discourse in this country instead of less. Americans can't rely on the big three networks to give them real information. As president, I'm going to fight for your free speech rights and for all Americans to have platforms in which to grow their businesses and express themselves. Don't you want that kind of president?
Has anyone else just been crying on this app all night? Because it feels like we're losing, like, a community. It feels like we're losing friends. We're losing, like, a platform where we learned so much about things we didn't know about, opportunities, places to eat, movies to watch, books to read. It's like, it's inspiring seeing people talk about how the fish are going to move somewhere else afterwards and how the community is not going to go away, but it just feels like losing a family member, and it's a fucking app. I know I might be being dramatic, and I know I'm not somebody that got some crazy following on this app, but TikTok made a fucking difference for me. And this sucks.
It's really not fair that, like, they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance, and I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us, and I've been noticing that a lot over the past, like, week. Like, all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back, and it just makes me really sad because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did. You're going to have to start from scratch. And it sucks because it's like, it's beyond TikTok dances. It's beyond all of that. Like, we have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate. Y'all have shown me things about psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would have never learned in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know, like, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm going to do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm going to be without TikTok, because a large part of who I have become in the last 6 years and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to say goodbye.
This is your sign to not get your hopes up for anything. It's not worth it. The disappointment. This entire weekend is fucking ridiculous. Whatever. That's all.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without TikTok. It's like, without TikTok, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, when I'm sitting in bed, what am I supposed to do? Watch Facebook? These old people got what they wanted. Why couldn't Trump help us? This shit ain't fair. This shit is not fair. How y'all don't need $1, so we got enough money to buy TikTok. What am I supposed to do in school? Sit and listen?
So I truly hate crying online. I really do. But I want to make something really raw and realistic, especially for what I'm going through right now. What so many of us are going through. It just truly hit me tonight that like TikTok could be gone. I know some of you guys who can't relate don't understand and think it's silly, and you think like, oh, okay, well, you guys gotta go get a real 9-to-5 job. Let me tell you right now, social media, TikTok, content creation, it is a full-time job. It is a real job. You're delivering a service and you're getting paid. That's what a job is. Okay, so for all of you haters, get the fuck out of my comments now, because I ain't even trying to deal with any of you bitches right now. I'm just so sad to think that TikTok could be gone. And it's not even just about the money. I've been on this app for almost 3 years and I'm almost at 1 million followers, okay? And it's not about the following, it's not even about that. It's just about the community that we've all built on here, and this is my safe space. It truly is. Like, I come to TikTok anytime I'm having anxiety, anytime that like I just need a break from like anything. Like, I come to TikTok. It's my safe space. Safe space. For all of my fellow content creators, I understand, like, we have put in our blood, sweat, and tears maintaining content. Like, doing content every single day, 3 to 5 times a day is not easy.
It's just like, why would they take this app from the girls? Like, if you wanted to take it from the boys, not the girls, not the girls. I cannot stop crying because I am pregnant, but I guess it's finally time to... It's time to say goodbye. And I'm not even trying to cry, but because I'm so pregnant, I'm so emotional about you guys. I was in denial and I was simply being delusional, and I was just pretending like nothing's gonna happen. People are gonna just laugh at me because they're like, why is she crying over an app together? What's happening? I don't think people truly understand. I don't even think you guys... I can't. You guys are seriously the coolest people, like... the coolest people ever, the smartest people ever, the funniest people ever, the prettiest people ever. Like, you guys are the best. Like, you...
But this app has been a pivotal part in my life. I'm so sorry I'm crying. I know it sounds so silly, but this app has changed me for the better. And you guys have changed me for the better. I hope it's not going anywhere. I'm praying it's not going anywhere. I will do everything in my power to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But of course, my power against the United States government is not much. But getting that notification was really scary. I really hope that this app stays. I really hope that we find a way to keep TikTok, to keep this community. The emotions of today have been just like up and down and up and down and up and down. And I feel like none of us really know what's going on. But all I know is that I love you guys dearly. I am so grateful to you for changing my life.
And to the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never gonna trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything.
So I'm starting to give up hope that there's gonna be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's gonna save this app.
I feel so dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app, but the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now. And it got me through really, really hard times in my life. The pandemic, losing my job, all of that, getting divorced, like all of this crap that's happened to me in the last 5 years since I've been on here. Hours and hours and hours of time I put into creating stuff for this platform. And I'm not the biggest creator on here. Like, I'm not like, I don't have 3 million followers or 10 million followers, but I do have a platform. It's the biggest platform I have, and I worked really, really hard to make it. On top of that, it's been a source of income for me for going on 3 years now. First, it was just a little bit, but then it got to be more. I'm not like rich off of it, but it has significantly helped my income every month. Hi, Halloumi. And it's been consistent enough that like I've been able to rely on it. So like on top of being just sad that I'm losing my creative outlet and my platform, I'm like worried about like what I'm gonna do financially. And I know like I'll figure it out. Like I've had to do that a million times in my life. Like I'm an artist, I've had to figure it out a million times, but it just like, it sucks that I have to, or that any of us have to. It's so unfair.
I'm just feeling really sad. I really love this app.
Why would they take this app from the girls? This app truly saved me.
First of all, I thought we were gonna have until at least fucking 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, midnight Eastern Time. What the fuck are they doing cutting us off an hour and a half early, you stupid motherfuckers? This is not real. This is not fucking real, and I can't believe that I'm making an Instagram reel right now to complain about this, because normally when anything happens in the world, I go to TikTok. I feel like I'm being fucking cut off. This is literally like 180 million people are all like quitting a drug at the same time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. What do we do?